Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people, what is going on? Welcome back to yet another news episode where today I have like 6, 7, 8 different topics to talk about, but the main focus is on map rebalancing because seems like they are working quite hard on rebalancing some maps. Like in my previous news episode, I showcased this to Junkie Rework, which is quite big as well. But today, Steps, Mines is even in the list after 1 billion years. Westfield, Live Oaks and Cliff map are going to be rebalanced, and here are some quite nice changes, and on the top of that many other topics. For example, let's start with the smaller topics like the BZ-176, the jet booster tank, guys. You know, here is a little clip showcasing this as well. I have made one video about that, but they are buffing this mobility while it is in the jet booster mode quite big. Previously the top speed was, I think the default top speed is 30 or 32, but when using the booster it's up to 39. It was up to 39, but now they increased it up to 52.5, including the engine power in the boost mode from 1200 up to 1500 horsepower. So this definitely is going to make those tanks fly a lot faster than what you saw from this clip right over here. On the top of that, we have the 116 F3 auto-loading Chinese heavy tank coming into the game, which was nerfed a bit. The reload time previously for this 530 alpha damage gun, what they are testing right now on the Super Red server, was 3.75 seconds, but they increased it up to 5 seconds, so it is not going to be that drastical like trader anymore, where you were completely able to empty your clip for 1500, 1600 damage before the enemy heavy tank was able to reload, but now you actually can take only 2 shots, and before you take your third one, most likely the enemy is already reloaded, or you know, it depends who you are facing. And they also lowered the high explosive alpha damage a bit from 660 down to 640. So this is, I guess, like one of the upcoming reward vehicles, maybe for rank battles, clan wars, something like that, or assembly shop tank. You know, you never know where they end up putting this. Here are a couple more pictures. HD model for the M47 Patton Improved. I think it was previously called the Project M or M Project or something like that. Well, you know, quite a more armored or more heavily armored version of the Patton Tier 8 premium tank, with quite a hard-hitting gun for this vehicle. You know, it kind of reminds Super Pershing a bit, if you know, look at it without the special matchmaking, most likely. And also, many people asked about D32. Is it exactly identical to the D32 in the tech tree? And yes, here we have the statistics now from the in-game garage. Basically, you can see everything else is identical, right? The top speed, whatnot is identical, the survivability, just the gun handling, penetration same, alpha damage same, just the better aiming time, better accuracy, but longer reload time because of that. So basically, they are trying to target with this type of tank, they're trying to target a lot of players who enjoy D32, and now they have a chance to get the premium version of the D32 called D32M, right? Well, not extremely hyped or excited about that myself, because I do love the DPM on the Brawler D32. We'll see how this is going to play out though. Next up, let's talk about some nerfs to the upcoming M54 line, M454 line. You know, a tank what was one of the least played and one of the worst heavy tanks before. In the update 1.18, they made this vehicle like from the ashes basically to the very top. Like, this is one of the hardest tanks to mark as well. It is very popular right now. You see at least one in almost every single battles, because, you know, it is that good with the big gun. They buffed the stabilization a bit. They did a lot of that. And now, the very next patch, guys, this tank is actually getting nerfed a bit. The top speed from 40 down to 35 and less hit points as well. Now, overall, it is not going to change the game style or the play style of this vehicle at all. Maybe it sees like some less action, but overall I would say it doesn't affect that vehicle too much because the gun handling is still the same, the damage output is still the same, just it doesn't get into the early super aggressive positions that fast, but overall I would say it doesn't hit that vehicle that much. Same goes to the M451, which top speed was lowered from 40 down to 35, from 40 down to 35, and same goes to about the Tier 8 AMX 65T as well, which previously was T-worst, I guess, like one of the most hated Tier 8 tanks in the game. They buffed it, and now top speed will be nerfed from 40 down to 35 as well. I don't know what you think about the Tier 8 nerf, honestly speaking, but what do you think about that overall? Because this is a very unique and rare thing they are doing over here. Have they ever nerfed something one patch later? Like this is the main thing I'm looking at right now with this vehicle changes over here, because we all know that the project was I guess it took like half a year, 6 months or something like that to completely destroy the matchmaking, to completely destroy the meta before they decided to nerf it. We have had so many other vehicles as well which have taken even longer time, even though everybody knows that tank has been extremely strong. It is just too powerful in the game, but now where the decision making is in a different office, I guess this has to have quite a big effect or impact over here, because just one batch later and 3 tanks out of many buffs what they did before are already getting nerfed. So what do you think about that, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know. Moving on, next topic now, let's talk about the map changes, and here I have 2 maps to show you with the video. For the rest of the maps in this video I'm going to show you some screenshots as well, but here are the changes to the steps. You can see in the north part this rock and the overall disposition will be tuned quite a bit. As you can see, more cover, more angles to defend from. Basically, previously there was only that one rock where you were able to defend that side from, and over here this will be changed as well. I guess they made this position unclimbable and peakable right now. It seems to be a bit too steep for most of the vehicles, for slower tanks, and overall they made this little pocket bigger, so easier to push from this side as well. I guess this is their approach. You are simply able to get down there faster, and also they removed some bushes over here just to protect it. From the snipers, because previously many snipers were able to hide behind many of those bushes. And also this hill will be tuned a bit. As you can see, one tree has been removed, so less cover for all the snipers up over there. And now mines map. After a billion years, as I said, the mines map is going to receive a little rework as well. Absolutely nothing is going on the hill though. It is still going to be very important place to take the hill, right? But over here on the open field you can see that this part was made a bit higher, the rain was increased a bit, so driving up here should be safer now. You're not going to get punished from the other side that easily, right? Over here you are not going to be punished by everyone who is behind this rock while you're trying to defend the hill passage up over there, simply adding extra rock protection, extra cover over there. On this side, house has been added, plus also this broken wall up over there. As you can see, this house was made a bit smaller, and also this is now destructible house. From a bit different angle. Here you can see that as well on mines. So this is what they did to the mines map, but now let's go to the Westfield, which was actually tuned quite a bit as well, ladies and gentlemen. And here are all the positions where they did some reworks. So let's go over it. First, a screenshot over here shows them just relocating this pile of rocks or the broken fence, which previously knocked many tanks over, actually accidentally knocked many tanks over, flipped many tanks as well, just was blocking going up the hill faster. I guess. So this is one of the sniper hills, which was made a bit bigger, added some extra rocks over there as well, you know, just terrain changes up over here, plus extra rock down here as well, from a different angle. For you, so easier sniping for many tanks. This over here, you can see that they removed a lot of dirt from this part, basically making it harder for many tanks to go hull down, because over here, you know, this is what we currently have. Over here, in this position, you didn't need that much gun depression, like -5, -6 degrees of gun depression was already enough to get some gun depression angle while you were able to shoot, but now with this over here, you need a lot more gun depression to be effectively in hull down position, and while you're able to damage enemies at the same time. A bit different angle for this as well. A couple different angles. So inside the village, inside, you know, is it city? I don't think we can call it city, but they relocated and added some houses up over here, just like this. A bit different angle once again. And you can see that the base gap, the base circle has been relocated as well. Previously the base was right over there, so I guess this is the new encounter base on the top of that, right? Different angles about the village housing area. Over here, extra protection added once again, but not as big of a changes going on for the south side. Yes, south side as the north side is going to get. So south side simply gets some extra protection. You are not able to be hull done over here, I guess. Yeah, you can simply side scrape like 705A. Definitely is going to be quite a beautiful tank to park up over here. Different angle, but look what they did to the North spawn, guys. North spawn received quite a lot of protection, more protection. You are not able to play hull down like super safely over here. There is no tank that has that much gun depression, but you have a little passage up over there where you're able to go and hull down position over here with a little rock, maybe tiny protection from the artillery, whatnot, right? But from this angle you can see that you're definitely able to drive up over here and take a couple shots into pushing heavy tanks who are trying to punish all of your guys up over there. So this is Westfield. Next up, let's talk about Live Oaks map, and Live Oaks will be tuned quite a bit as well, especially the city part, the northeast part of the map. Yes, this is northeast. So you can see that previously we had a lot of houses over there, a lot of streets, you know, narrow angles to craft. But look what they did over here. They removed a lot of housing over here. They removed a lot of housing, added some rubble here. So this area overall should play quite a bit different, while the other part of the city remained almost untouched, right? Almost untouched over here. Just maybe some house replacement right over there. You still have the sniper angles just like this, but you can see how much more open it is. But still, side scraping is going to rule, but now it is definitely harder to flank. If enemy tanks or allied tanks are pushing over here, it was quite easy to flank like this, but now, you know, with all those indestructible houses, it is way harder to do so. Also, getting into the city is made easier. You can see we do not have this high ground anymore, what you have to climb over. You simply have this beautiful trench using what you're able to get into the city, because the other side was able to get into the city without putting themselves into any risk whatsoever, because they already had like the railroad protection or the road protection up over there. Not the railroad, just the road protection up over there, plus then they were already in the city, like this right over here you can see. Extra bushes to help to defend against attackers. You knock over this tree, you're definitely able to get some more cover. And the south was yes, this is the southeast was rebalanced as well for this part of the spawn, because on the other side you can see how much room you actually had to maneuver. One of my favorite plays with some light tanks as well actually, but with faster medium tanks, was simply to drive down over there, knock over some trees and punish everyone, you know, coming into this first position just for the first early damage. Many times it stacked up quite a decent damage, like 1.5k, 2000 damage just early on in the game. But now this has been, you know, balanced as well a bit, as you can see right over here. And the extra protection, pushing into the enemy snipers. You can spot them. If you spot them, now you have a little place where you can hide as well behind those houses right up there. And here is a little bird's eye view as well about everything what was changed on Live Oaks. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about that. Finally, let's talk about the cliff map. And cliff, let's open up cliff as well. Here is how it looked like before, and now it is not going to have that little increased sniper balcony, using what you were able to punish so easily with tank destroyers like Gorilla 15, Jagdpanzer 100. You were able to punish easily all the guys who were playing too aggressively, trying to flank your tanks right there. The other side didn't have that easy of an angle, so it was made a bit more flat, and also extra protection added, as you can see back over there. So this sniping position is pretty much done with those changes right over here. Here is the middle changes, just a little terrain differences. They have touched this terrain many times already. I remember, with the first rework, they changed this quite a bit. They increased that terrain quite a bit. So this map has received already some reworks, but good to see that they are still working on it, right? Over here you can now more safely drop down, but this rock, this rock right over there could be quite a troll rock and could be getting some lower profile tanks into trouble, because sometimes the destruction physics is a bit weird. So some changes up on the hill as well. If you drive down over there, you have a balcony, a bit more flat balcony, easier to maneuver balcony, basically, where to get some angles on the enemy team. And here are all the point of interests, basically what was changed. So big thing definitely is that the base sniping is over. So now if you spawn over there, you are more easily able to do what the enemy team did to you from the other side, from the left side. Quite a bit of map changes coming. So Junkie, Steps, Mines, Westfield, Live Oaks, Cliff, and I know they are working on a couple more maps. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in today. Let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section down below. I catch you next time with something else. Stay awesome, stay beautiful, enjoy your upcoming weekend, take care, and bye.